I successfully finished high school as a virgin who never had his first kiss or even flirted with a girl. After high school, I did get incredibly lucky and checked off all three of these things due to said lucky circumstances. Two friends just so happened to bring me up in a conversation about who they liked from our school, and through gossip from one of these two friends, this conversation will reach my friend, and through my friend, the conversation will reach me. The point of this story is that I got a girlfriend by sheer luck and not ability, skill, or knowledge. As a consequence, I remained bitchless for 2 years after we broke up. Based on this information, it is clear that I am in no way a natural when it comes to attracting women, so I had to learn from that perspective and through applying the scientific method to dating. Through said method, I have found absurdly useful insights when it comes to dating, and I recently started to think about what 3 bits of knowledge I would want to keep if I had to go back in time to high school. The first is my understanding of the fear of rejection. Many believe this to be something that has to be mastered or conquered, but I have found that these ideas are completely nonsensical. This fear isn't just about feeling awkward or embarrassed, it is, like many other fears, a key component to our ancestors' survival. According to neurologist Dr. Helen Fisher, the fear of rejection has deep evolutionary roots related to our survival instincts. This fear is about being accepted by our community, which was crucial for survival of both oneself and their lineage. Fortunately, the world has changed and the need for this fear is neutered. If a, quote, tribe of people decided you're meant to be rejected, then you can just go to another, quote, tribe. Basically, if you embarrass yourself at one bar, then the bar across the street has no clue what happened, and so on. You can be consciously aware of this fact, but the fear of rejection is instinctual and not consciously happening, so the fear is involuntary. Believe me, I spent the better part of a year trying to conquer this fear to absolutely no avail, but I did manage to come up with a game to at least make it fun and easier to deal with. I'll link the video down below, but the point is scary things can be fun.
You don't need any anesthetic, do you, Tsukasa?
Of course not.
We see this with roller coasters and skydiving. The exhilaration can be enjoyable. Furthermore, you can retrain your biology to understand that what it's afraid of has significantly reduced consequences in today's world. While social proof can still lead to social rejection, such a concept is insignificant when you can get around it by going to another social group with no consequence. What you should instead aim to conquer is number 2 on this list, which is mastering social competence. In Dr. Stone, the MC Senku dismisses the false choice between a friend and a lover. He says the book belongs in the trash because the dichotomy of choices is unlikely to actually occur under healthy circumstances. Assuming, of course, that your lover and friend aren't in some toxic competition for a place in your life. Similarly, accepting the notion that you should conquer the fear of rejection due to a high chance of rejection should also go in the trash. There are things that can significantly reduce your chances of rejection, such as having high confidence, but how do you gain high confidence if you can't illusion yourself into having it? As Dr. Robert Cialdini points out, confidence is not just a feeling, but a byproduct of competence. Usually. The reason I say usually is because of the Dunning-Kruger effect allows some people to have confidence through delusion. With that being said, to gain high confidence when flirting with girls, focus on mastering social skills. I recommend starting with the following. All facets of your voice, including tone, pace, rasp, expression, and power. The art of social cleverness and controlling your emotions, as well as deliberate body language, starting from how you walk and stand, moving all the way down to gestures you make with your hands and fingers. These skills make you not just someone who is fun to be around, but also someone who exudes confidence while giving you extremely high social control. Now, you will still have to face some level of rejection, but it can be reduced significantly through mastering these things. Lastly, the third thing I would choose to remember if I went back in time is objective observation. Too often guys rely on gut feelings to decipher if a girl is into them. This can often lead you to talking yourself out of making a move since your instincts are meant to protect you. In an effort to protect you, your instincts will try to lead you to making the safe move of not talking to your crush in order to reduce the chance of social rejection. This is because historically, the rule of social proof has often turned the rejection of one girl into potential rejection from society, since your society was limited to one tribe of people, and moving to another tribe was dangerous and unlikely to yield any success, leading to the end of one's bloodline. It sounds intense, but that intensity is the reason your instincts naturally talk you out of making a move, even though logically you'd have to talk to your crush to make something happen. Neuroscientist Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett suggests that our instincts often misread emotional cues because they are not specialized for romantic contexts. Instead of guessing based on gut feeling, pay attention to concrete actions. Does she stay stay close to you voluntarily? Does she engage in prolonged eye contact, and is she mindfully present in conversations with you? These are tangible signs of interest. And remember, just because she grabs your hand to stop you from touching your face doesn't mean she's disgusted or nervous, nor does it mean she wants to hold your hand. You need to look at the full picture to understand her feelings. That last one requires practice for sure. When you first start, you'll likely need to take notes after an interaction with the girl, but with practice, you'll be able to read the signs more in the moment rather than retroactively, but that's okay because, as I always say, practice does make perfect, so don't get upset if things don't work out the first time around, and until next time, peace.